Good. Good, okay. Enough for these. Now, I have a new little present, not a present, toy, whatever you call it. Patricia, the lady who owns this horse, came by yesterday, and she had seen me using that old cheap search single that I've had for years and years that I bought at a horse auction, and she brought me a really nice one and gave it to me. Thank you, love it. Okay, I mean, this is leather and really nice quality. It hadn't been used much, so it's a little stiff. I hit it with saddle soap a little bit, and so he's pretty good with the vinyl one, so I think he'll be okay with this one. We'll see. This one actually doesn't make as much noise as the vinyl one does. The rings don't clank together, but it is a little heavier and feels a little different. So see, when that little cinch or whatever you call it flapped on him there, he moved. That's okay. You're doing fine. There you go, buddy. So I just want to keep doing this, and what I tell my interns is do it till they look bored. Okay. And a horse like him, he may not look bored the first day. You may just have to find it till it gets a little better and keep working on it. But he quit moving off there. All right, good. Now you recall when I tried to reach under last week, he kicked at me. I don't think he will this time. He's gotten a lot better at letting me be around him, and he didn't, so he did really well there. All right, let's see. This thing might be a little big for him. Okay, that's the last hole on this side. I might have to poke some more holes in it. Yeah, that's as tight as it'll go, and it's still a little loose, but it's not going to fall off or anything, so we're okay. All right. Okay. So why did I stop him from moving there? The reason I did was because he moved. I didn't tell him to move. We're to the point now where he needs to wait on me, like right there. He needs to wait until I tell him to move. This is part of him learning to control his emotions. And you can make excuses for him. You can say, well, he's a hot blood, and hot blood horses have to move. I get that. Okay? I get that. But he has 4 legs and a tail like any other horse. And he can follow my lead. Okay? And a lot of what he needs to learn is control your emotions. You can't control how you feel, but you can control what you do. There you go. Now I'm going to ask him to move. I'm going to ask him to move this way. And he's going to be a little nervous because he's got that new thing on him. But he's not panicking like he did when I put that other one on him. Whoa. Okay, he ignored my stop word, which he knows. Don't come in on me. Don't run over me. Okay. Now let's go this way. Okay. So I'm training this horse's mind. Whoa. A little better. He didn't stop very well, but he at least acknowledged that I told him to stop. Wasn't very good, but he did something. Okay, now let's crank it up a little. This is something I've not done. I just have a couple of flags here. So we're just going to add just a little bit more scariness to this. And the reason, if my horses weren't standing on the other side of the pen here, then he would probably follow me around. But since they're here, they're a little bit more fun than I am. So if I turn him loose, he'll walk over there. It's all right. Let me let him look at these. So I've done quite a bit of work with him with the flag, and he's doing quite well with it. He's kind of gotten where he's okay with the flag, but I've not done this before. So let me see if I can strap this right there. I think I can clip it on right there. And then I'll clip this one on the other side, and he might lose it here. I don't really know what he will do. I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to overreact to it, but we're about to find out. Okay, if he does, I'll do the same thing that I did last week. If he panics and tries to take off, I'll try to shut him down. Hey, look at that. Look at you, smart boy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so those flags are flying around, and he's kind of speeding up, but he's not losing his mind over it. What a good job, all right? Whoa. Don't run into me. Okay, there you go. Wait on him to lick and chew. How long is it going to take? I don't know. Takes as long as it takes. So he dropped his head down and he's blinking his eyes, but he hasn't licked and chewed, unless I missed it. Okay. I'll do this, which reduces a little bit of pressure off of him. There he goes. Okay, so that took, what, a minute maybe, a minute and a half? Now that head shake is also a release of tension. Okay. Really good. Love that right there. Oh, you are a superstar today, buddy. You are a superstar. Man, that's awesome. Okay. Now, let's go the other way. Good. I love that he didn't take off. I didn't tell him to go fast. I just told him to go that way. So he did exactly what I asked him to do. Now let's change directions. Okay. And he sped up because that flag started flapping a little bit, which is fine. All right. Ooh. So what I'll do with this, several things over the next few days. I'll add other things. I don't know, I'll think of something. Tie different things on the sides there. And then I'll probably start ground driving him using that circ single and just putting the driving lines in the halter. I'll probably do that within the next day or two. Last thing I want to show you today, okay, is this tarp. And this really surprised me. I brought this out here yesterday and I thought, oh my, he's going to lose his mind over it. But he didn't. He didn't. And I don't know why. I don't know if maybe he's seen one before. Maybe somebody had a tarp covering a load of hay next to his stall when he was younger. I have no idea why he didn't get upset about this. And if you remember, if you watched my first session with him with a flag, it was pretty wild. And this one wasn't hardly. I mean, he moved a little bit. You know, that's not much. So, wow. There we go. That is really good. Okay. I'm just quite impressed. And then I also got him, I might try it here in a minute, got him to walk over it a little bit. Okay. Okay, good. You know, can you throw this around his legs? Like that. Awesome. Come around his back legs, over his tail. I'm impressed by this. This horse is starting to impress me just a little bit. I will say with the trailer loading, I've done 2 more sessions since the one I videoed, and it's about that much better. So he's got, I'd say it's going to take me 2 or 3 more sessions probably before he's going to be loading in the trailer with anything that looks like normalcy. We'll see. But that is excellent. Okay. Now, okay. Now his head's up. You know, he's certainly Paying attention there. Let's see if he can relax with that just being on his back. There he goes. I had I think it was somebody was joking in the comments and said, if the horse licks and chews, what do you do when you relax? And I said, well, I guess after spending a whole life with horses, I lick and chew too. Like that. Good boy. So his head's down, he licked and chewed, but he's also watching that tarp blow out of the corner of his eye. That's awesome. He's thinking. That's what we're trying to do. When I was a school teacher, I used to tell my students thinking is a good thing. They didn't want to do it any more than the horse does. Too much effort. Okay, love that. Okay, I started to say he didn't trot off, but he did. Ooh, 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 ooh. Go this way. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so he kind of panics a little bit. Let me see if I can get him to stop. Okay. All right, so on my 0 to 10 scale, he went from a 2 up to about a 7 right there. And then I stopped him. Now he's back down to about a 5. Okay. So I'm just teaching him, just because you get scared, you don't have to overreact. You're not going to die. And you don't have to run over the old trainer. There you go. Good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. All right. Okay, so there he went up to a 9 and he panicked. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. I'm fine. My wife is my camera girl today, and she feels like I need to be warned.
You got your back turned.
I did for a second there.
Blowing up.
But you notice he didn't run over me. He did blow up a little, but he didn't run over me. 2 weeks ago, he would have. Okay? 2 weeks ago, if I had turned my back on him and he did that, he would have run right over the top of me. That time, even though he was up to about an 8 on that scale, he didn't run over me. So that just shows me progress. Okay. Let's go back and try it again. All right. Okay. Let's go back and try it again. Okay. And he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. There. There. There we go. So, you know, am I going to get this perfect today? No, no, no. But that was a little better right there. So, with something like this, you kind of have to do it in bites, like the trailer loading thing. He's having a lot of trouble with the trailer loading. So, you know, we'll just do it in bites as he can take it. Okay. Okay. Ask him to move. Now, somebody says, well, you're just teaching him to run away from that. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not teaching him to run away from it. Just because I let it fall off. I'm just teaching him it's not going to hurt him. I'm not concerned whether he thinks he can run away with it or run away from it. You know, he's okay. There we go. There. He's all right. You figuring out you're all right? Okay, there you go. Okay. Are you figuring out you're all right? Okay. All right. And at some point, this may start going backwards. It kind of looks like it is here a little bit. If it starts going backwards, like he's worse than he was 10 minutes ago, then what I'll do is just find it where it's just a little better and stop and come back and work on it tomorrow. Okay? What that means is that I've just pushed him a little too far. Okay? You know, I make mistakes every day. you don't really know until you do it how much is too much. And he's a little better on his left side. Okay. Okay. Right there. So I'm going to quit right there. So it kind of got worse than it was when I started, because I kind of picked up where I left off yesterday. And then he backslid a little bit. So now I got it just a little better, and I'll quit right there. And we'll come back, pick it up tomorrow. And I'd say within 3 or 4 more sessions, I'll be able to just leave that up there, and he'll just go around like it's not there. We'll get there, won't we, buddy?